Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Friday, March 21st. Coming up on Cullman Today, manslaughter charges, the Cullman City School Board meeting, and First Source for Women needs. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. A Cullman County man is now facing a manslaughter charge in connection with the death of a man in Good Hope last month. Cullman County Sheriff's Office deputies arrested Gregory Wayne Aycock, 55, of Cullman, Wednesday on a new charge in connection with the death of Anthony Mark Sturgeon, 29, of Cullman. Sturgeon's body was found at a Good Hope Park on Saturday, February 8th. Aycock was previously charged with first-degree hindering prosecution and corpse abuse. He is currently being held at the Cullman County Detention Center without bond. March's Cullman City School Board meeting began with awards and recognitions. Jonathan Hayes was recognized for serving the city system as a teacher for 20 years, and Emily Smith was recognized for her willingness to work as a team member and dedication to helping each student succeed. Several students were also recognized for their character and accomplishments. The January 2025 financial report was presented. The system is currently under budget. Total operations for the year come to $4.3 million with a fund balance of $18.2 million and reserves arriving in 5 months. Updates on current construction projects were provided on subjects like the new STEM expansion at CHS, the intermediate school, the middle school, and renovations at the Central Board of Education. Additional updates included information on the upcoming accreditation process and the reminder that the district will host its second annual job fair at Cullman City Primary School. A reminder that spring break is scheduled for next week, March 24th through 28th, with no school on Friday, April 18th due to a weather makeup day, and Friday, May 2nd for a track day. The next Cullman City School Board of Education meeting is April 15th at the central office. The First Source for Women boutique needs your help. They're running low on some much-needed items and are completely out of sippy cups. First Source for Women is a pregnancy center in Cullman and Hanceville, Alabama that supports women in unplanned pregnancies by providing the care, services, and resources they need to plan a successful future. They allow clients to earn some of the larger items they'll need by consistently attending their Earn While You Learn classes for 4 weeks in a row. Those items are walkers, bouncers, strollers, and play mats. They are unable to accept used car seats or cribs. For more information, check the First Source for Women Facebook page or visit firstsourceforwomen.org. And those are the top stories in Cullman today. Coming up, the county baseball tournament is set to begin Friday. Sports is next.
Almonds in full bloom in the newest edition of Community Matters from the Cullman Tribune. Discover fresh dining spots, celebrate community connections, and meet local heroes making a real difference. From stunning sights to courtside lights, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Pick up your free copy around town or read it online today. Community Matters. Get to know your community.
Welcome back. Let's lead off today's sports segment with a look at some of the latest honors won by local standouts this week. After earning first-team All-State honors over the weekend, Cold Springs' Ella Dickerson and Good Hope's Ava McSwain learned Wednesday that they have both been selected as finalists for 2A and 4A Girls Player of the Year, respectively. The Alabama Sports Writers Association selects 3 finalists in each classification. Miss Basketball will be chosen from the 8 Player of the Year winners. Dickerson averaged 17 points per game during her junior season to earn her 3rd straight first-team All-State selection, leading the Lady Eagles to an Elite 8 appearance at the Northwest Regional. McSwain posted nearly 19 points per game in her senior season, earning first-team All-State honors for the second consecutive season and leading the Lady Raiders back to the 4A state championship game. McSwain earned Northwest Regional MVP honors and landed on the All-State Tournament team. McSwain also played in this year's Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Classic. Winners will be announced on April 17th during a luncheon at the Montgomery Renaissance. Moving over to baseball, the brackets for this year's county tournament were finalized Wednesday morning, and all 7 county teams will battle it out for the county title at Good Hope High School later this week. The Fairview Aggies earned the top seed in this year's tournament after posting a 4-0 record in county play, and they'll be looking to claim the county crown from the West Point Warriors, who have collected 6 consecutive county championships. Tournament play will begin Friday at 2 p.m. with Vinemont and Hanceville. West Point will take on Holly Pond at 4, and will wrap up day 1 with Good Hope versus Cold Springs at 6. Fairview will play the winner of Vinemont and Hanceville in the first semifinal game on Saturday at 11 a.m. The next semifinal game will be at 1 with the championship game set for 3. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including a diabetes education opportunity for healthcare workers and the Pilot Club's fashion show. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. The Priest family, known for beautifully handcrafted Catholic chapel veils, mantillas, and rosaries, will be showcasing their unique collection at the 41st Annual Bloomin' Festival. John, Teresa, and Lauren Priest have been dedicated to preserving the sacred tradition of veiling in church, handcrafting elegant and high-quality veils since the year 2000. Their mission is to encourage women to embrace the timeless beauty and reverence of veiling during Mass by offering veils that are both comfortable and affordable. The practice of veiling has deep roots in Catholic tradition, serving as a reminder of the sacredness of the liturgy and the mystery of faith, much like the way sacred objects such as the tabernacle and the altar are veiled in church. In addition to veils, the Priest family will also be offering handmade rosaries, most of which are crafted from olive wood, with some featuring glass beads. With First Communions and Confirmations approaching in May, the Priest family looks forward to helping families find the perfect veils and rosaries for these special sacraments. The Bloomin' Festival is April 5th through 6th at St. Bernard Prep School in Cullman. It's hard to escape the commercials advertising drugs for managing diabetes and weight loss, and for many they may cause more questions than answers for either healthcare workers or patients. With that in mind, Wallace State Community College is hosting an event aimed at providing answers and educational opportunities for healthcare professionals. Fresh Perspectives on Diabetes Management and Weight Loss will be held Friday, April 25th from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Pinehart Conference Center in the School of Nursing and Center for Science. A few of the topics will be discussed are diabetes and nutrition, obesity medications, and insulin pump therapy. Deborah Hoover, chair of the Wallace State Department of Nursing Education, said topics to be discussed should empower the participants to more effectively assist people with diabetes and issues with obesity. Healthcare professionals attending the event can earn 6 contact hours for continuing education. The fee for the event, which includes breakfast and lunch, is $50 through April 15th and $75 after that. Proceeds from the event fund scholarships for Wallace State nursing students. For more information, contact Rachel Krebs at rachel.krebs@wallacestate.edu or call 256-352-8411. First United Methodist Church of Cullman is having a rummage sale Saturday, April 5th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. One person's clutter is another's treasure, and they expect to have plenty of both. FUMC invites you to come find amazing deals on clothes, furniture, home decor, toys, electronics, and more. First United Methodist Church is located at 320 3rd Street Southeast in Cullman. The Pilot Club of Cullman's 30th annual fashion show is just around the corner. On Wednesday, April 23rd, attendees can visit the venue at Cotton Creek for shopping with local vendors before the show begins. Lunch will be provided by Applebee's this year, and all proceeds will benefit local projects sponsored by the Pilot Club. Tickets are $40 each and must be purchased in advance at the Pilot Club or the Cullman County Museum. The Pilot Club of Cullman promotes the awareness and prevention of brain-related disorders and improving the lives of those affected by such disorders through education, volunteerism, and financial support. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Memorial services for Deborah Sue Hogan, 69 of Cullman, will be at 2 p.m. Tuesday, March 25th at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Funeral service for Susie Mae Linton Estes, 88, of the Brooklyn community in Cullman County will be at 2 p.m. Saturday, March 22nd at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel with interment in Brooklyn Cemetery. Visitation will be from 12 to 2 p.m. Saturday at the funeral home. Wayne Roy Brown, age 78 of Cullman, passed away on Saturday, March 15th. No services are scheduled at this time. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a moment to look ahead at your weekend weather forecast. This morning, you may see some frost, otherwise sunny throughout the day with a high near 63 and a low around 42. Saturday is looking lovely with sunny skies and a high near 71 and a low around 48. Sunday is mostly sunny with a high near 76, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm Sunday night with a low around 52. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful weekend, Cullman.